What's up, YouTube? We back with another video. I had to make this video for y'all because everybody kept asking me, like, what's an NFT? Isn't it just a picture? How can I just screenshot it? All this other stuff, right? So what I'm gonna do for y'all, I'm gonna make separate videos because I don't like lectures. If I was to put everything into one video, it'd probably be like 40 minutes. Nobody finna sit here and watch all 40 minutes. I'm not finna sit here and talk to y'all for 40 minutes. So I make separate videos on what is an NFT, how to buy one, how to find good projects, how to protect yourself, and other stuff. First things first, before we get into this video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe. If you're gonna support me all the way. Do all of the above. Right? Now, let's get into the video. What is an NFT? The famous question, what is an NFT? Right? So, to understand what an NFT is, you need to understand each part. NFT stands for non-fungible token. This is what it stands for, meaning non-fungible, meaning it can't be traded or broken down. A dollar, right? A dollar is fungible. If I have this dollar, I have this dollar. $2, they have the same value, right? I could break this dollar down into 4 quarters, and it's still the same amount as this dollar. 100 pennies, same amount, right? So NFTs, think of them like, in terms of fungibleness, think of it like a Pokemon card, a Uno card, spade card. 2 of these Pokemon cards don't equal 1 of these Pokemon cards. You know what I'm saying? 2 Uno cards don't equal 1 Uno card, right? There's no lessening that equals more, if that makes sense. In terms of it being fungible, that's what it means. Non-fungible token, right? So NFTs are unique digital assets. Let me break that down to y'all. Uniqueness, meaning NFT number 1 is not the same as NFT number 2, no matter if they are in the same project or not, right? The NFT I bought is a part of the Kangaroo Heroes collection. That's the name of the NFT collection. I have like number 488. If I have 487, they're different. They're not the same, they're different. Number 1 is different from number 2. Digital asset part. So first you have to understand what an asset is something that you own that has value, right? It has value not only just to you, but it can have value to someone else as well. So like a house is an asset. A car is an asset. It can be, right? This is going back to personal finance, understanding liabilities and assets, right? So let's say I have a house. Now I can turn this house into an asset because let's say on the weekends, I stay in a hotel, like a cheap hotel, whatever. And on the weekends, I rent my house out as an Airbnb. Well, now I just turned the house into an asset because I'm making money from the house and I still live in the house, right? So you want the house, you need a house because, you need to sleep there, do whatever you gotta do. Or like a car, say like a car. You need a car to go to the grocery store. You need a car to go to school, go to work, travel, whatever, right? So let's say I rented that car out to someone else and I just stayed at home. Now I'm renting that car out to someone and they're paying me. So I just turned that into an asset. It's something that has value or has benefits to you, right? Hope y'all understand that part. So digital asset. It's digital. It's the same thing. It's something that you own digitally that has value, not just to you, but someone else. NFTs live on the blockchain. They are on the blockchain. The simplest way I can explain a blockchain to y'all, it's like this. Let's say I had a piece of paper, right? And this paper never goes away. I write my name on this paper in pen. Now, 1,000 more people write their name in pen. The 1,000th person who wrote their name can see the first person who wrote their name, which is me, right? There's no erasing it. You can see every person from all the way from me to all the ones in between to the last person. You can see every single person, right? And that's what the blockchain is. And the reason you need a blockchain, or the reason NFTs are on blockchain, is because when you get into discussions of like, can I just screenshot an NFT and then say it's mine? I can screenshot this NFT and say it's mine. When people start saying that, well, that's where the blockchain comes in, because you can go on the blockchain, see who owns what, who bought it, what project they bought, how much they bought it for, when they bought it, if they sold it, who they sold it to, how much they sold it for, and you can see if the person you sold it to, if they sold it, and so on and so on. It keeps going on forever. So, and that just comes with digital ownership, right? And to further explain that to y'all, if you go on Instagram and you look up like a celebrity's name, let's say Drake or Beyonce or Lil Baby, it don't matter. Pick any celebrity. You can go on Instagram and you search up their name, right? You see that blue check, and you know that's them, right? Or even with me, you can look up my Instagram. I don't have a blue check, but y'all know it's me, right? Somebody can have a fake page of me. You gonna know it's not real just by looking at it. It's authentic, right? So in that sense of digital ownership, I own my Instagram account, right? You go on Instagram, you can see that I own it. It's me. You can tell. That's what a blockchain is for with NFTs. It takes all that screenshot stuff out the window. It's not happening. It's not happening, right? The actual reason to buy an NFT, right? Because you're thinking like, isn't it just a picture? Like, it just looks like a picture, right? But understand, I said earlier, it's a digital asset, something that you own that has value not just to you, but value to, a universal type of people, right? So, why would you buy an NFT? So there are different NFT projects. There's like 50 that come out each day, right? So with NFT projects, you have to find an NFT project that has utility and benefits. Same thing, utility, benefits, same type of thing, right? So I'm gonna make this simple. Let's say Foot Locker came out with an NFT, right? And it's only 100. And that's the thing about NFTs. There are a limited amount. Once you set that certain amount, there's no changing it. There's no adding. There's no subtracting. None of that. It's boom. Certain amount is set. Let's say Foot Locker made 100 NFTs, right? Foot Locker says if you own this NFT, then you get access to buying shoes a week earlier than everyone else. Well, that's beneficial to me or to a bunch of other people because, one, I don't have to stand in a long line and wait for shoes. I don't have to enter a raffle. I have security. I know I'm going to get the shoes because I get them a week before everybody else, right? So it's that type of thing. You buy it because it has utility or benefit to you. Or this is another example I use. Let's say AMC came out with an NFT, which they actually did. Now, I don't know how they initiated or used it, but I'm just going to use an example. I don't think they did this. So let's say they say if you own this NFT, right? And NFTs can have different rarity and different levels. So let's say a common one, right? Because I told y'all, each one is not the same. Each one can be a same type of NFT, but they're not the exact same, right? So let's say you got your commons, you got your rare, you got ultra rare, and then you got limited edition, right? So let's say with the common one, you get one free movie each year, all right, from owning this NFT. So you have to hold this NFT to get this benefit, right? Now let's say the limited edition one, the rarest one you can get, let's say they come out and say, if you own this NFT, you get free movies, and you get free food, and you get free drinks, right? So that's beneficial to me. You telling me I can go to the movies for free anytime I want. I can get the food in there for free anytime I want. You feel me? So that's a benefit. That's utility. That's something that people will want to have, right? And the thing is this, because y'all may have a question like, how can they do that? Like, what if they just say, oh, no, you can't? So an NFT has a smart contract, right? So a smart contract basically is an agreement. It basically says, once I buy this, I get this, right? At the same time. It happens at the same time because you want my bag of chips, right? I'm like, okay, you got to pay me $1. So if you give me your $1, I could easily just run and take your $1, right? Of course, I wouldn't do that, but you know what I'm saying? Let's say I do that. Now, a smart contract throws all that out the window because everything happens at the same time, right? Once you buy that AMC NFT, you automatically get this type of access. It's built in, right? They have to have a formal agreement between two parties, right? And that's just a contract within the NFT. So you're not gonna see this contract. You don't have to sign anything. That's just what it's called, a smart contract. It's built inside the NFT, like the data and all that. So boom, cool. So back to saying why buy an NFT, right? So the utilities, the benefits of what you get from them, right? And now, of course, let's get to the main part. People want to flip the NFTs, right? You want to buy an NFT, then flip it for more money. So let me explain this. I want to explain this as simple as possible. So when you buy an NFT, initially it's called minting, right? So when someone creates an NFT, right, and it's time for you to actually buy them, they have to supply you with a website that you can buy them from, right? At this point, everyone buys them or mints them at the same price. Buying is not minting. Okay, it's the same concept technically, but it's a little bit different. So minting is when everyone buys them at the exact same price, right? So let's say with the Foot Locker NFT, 100 NFTs, let's say they each are $100. I bought one, you bought one, cool. I minted for $100. You minted for $100. You went on the website and minted, right? Now, once all the 100 are sold out, you can't mint anymore. You can't go on the website because the supply is now 0. Now, you can still buy those NFTs on a secondary market where people go to resell them. And this is on an app like OpenSea, right? So you could go on here, you could sell your NFT, or you could buy an NFT that you didn't get to mint, right? And at this point, this is just the buying process, right? This is just buying it. You're not minting anymore because you're gonna have to pay for it at most likely a higher price. The only time NFTs are sold for less than they were minted for is because the project had bad utility and it wasn't worth buying, right? So when I talk about NFTs, I don't want y'all to think of the money part. And if you are thinking of the money part, then you need to be thinking of the utilities and the benefits it has first so it can add, because that's what adds monetary value. The value of you getting a shoe a week before everyone else is adding monetary value to it, right? Because I could resell that NFT. I may have bought it for $100. I could resell that NFT for say $1,000, right? So that's the money part of it, right? Because I know everybody see NFT sold for 200,000, NFT sold for 2 million. The likelihood of that happening now isn't as good. But like with NFTs, I bought one a couple of days ago, $129. That NFT now, the lowest you could buy for is like, I think it's $620, right? So if I wanted to sell that, then that's an easy, profit right there. But I'm holding it because of the utilities, right? I'm holding it because of what it gives me, right? It has something so beneficial to me to the point where I'm not gonna sell and make that, that $400 profit, right? Because people probably like, why wouldn't you do that? And keep in mind, I have 3 NFTs, right? This one right here, I have on my screensaver. That's one of my NFTs. I bought it for $250, and I could sell it right now for about $700, right? Cool. But the utility that it has is beneficial to me to the point where I'm not selling it, right? So that's really come to the end of the video. I'm gonna do a quick rundown a little bit. So again, NFTs are non-fungible tokens, meaning they can't be broken down or traded into something smaller, right? They are unique. Each one is different. They are digital assets, something that's digital that you own that has value not only to you but has universal value to someone else, right? And they live on the blockchain, so there's no screenshotting. You can screenshot it, but you can also go on the blockchain and see who owns what, who sold it to who, how much they sold it for, and so on and so on, right? And they're shown as pictures, videos, digitized artwork, or even like tickets, right? So they can be shown, or the NFT that you have may very well be a picture, right? In the form of a picture. This NFT I own, this NFT right here I own, it's in my digital wallet as a picture. It looks like a picture, right? But remember, the smart contract gives once I get this, once I buy this, I get this, right? Cool. So boom. And yeah, it's more than a picture. It's a digital asset, something that you own that gives you value. And you buy an NFT because of the utilities or the chance of flipping it. Now understand, the chance of flipping it for $1 million is not that likely, right? But you know, flipping it for a couple hundred, maybe even a couple thousand is possible. But understand, NFTs are an investment. That's what I want y'all to understand. They are an investment, right? The first two I got, I've had them for 2 weeks now, almost 3 weeks. And the other one, I just bought it like a few days ago. So understand, it doesn't happen overnight. Like those NFTs y'all saw that are selling for 200,000, that took 8 months. Not saying that any NFT you get, it's not gonna resell for that much, right? It just depends on the type of project. It has to have the utility. It has to have the benefits. It has to have a reason to be sold for that much, right? And understand also, big companies are in. Adidas, Coca-Cola, AMC, right? They all in. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. If y'all blow this up, I'll make a separate video of how to buy one. I really want y'all to understand this because y'all gonna have to understand this in the near future, right? It's gonna have to be a thing, especially when you get into digital ownership. We're talking about the metaverse, and that's a whole nother video in itself, right? So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Again, like I said, blow it up. I'll make another video for y'all. And gotcha, let's go.